Hello everyone, I'm Duke James, this is Brazil. Something that I didn't realize that was going on in my Portugal campaign, so religion is starting to get put into the mod. In terms of autonomy, this really affected me over here in Africa. There's a couple, in this province right here, there's a couple autonomy modifiers, M&A heat. And it shows up in these provinces, which is why I went over here twice. It's M&A spec and M&A heat. I didn't know what that was, but that's M&A heathens. And then I think the number corresponds to the level of heathens in the province. So this province has, my theory is correct, it should have a lot of heathens in it. And that's adding 0.25 to autonomy, which is a lot of autonomy, actually. So if I go over here and look in religion, yeah, there is 99.9% pantheist and 0.4% Catholic in this province. It shows up for some reason as Catholic, which is really annoying because I can't send a missionary here. So that is adding a lot of autonomy to the province. Now, the way you're supposed to deal with minorities is you go over here to organize missions, and I'm not sure if this is going to be a permanent thing, but it's the thing that's in here now. So you're supposed to select the province, I believe, and then you go to organize mission, and then it says convert 50% of the population in selected provinces or 90% of the population in selected provinces. So click what you want, and then it should send a missionary there. But this is not a fully fleshed out system, so this may or may not work. It's the very early beginnings of a system. I believe it's supposed to take a missionary out of your pool and send them here to convert the province. I believe it's the more people in a province that are not your religion, the longer it's supposed to take to convert those provinces. So that's something that I'll be more aware of, and I'll send missionaries out to convert those provinces. Like this province has 0.1% Catholic. My capital, I don't think my capital really has that. No, that does, okay. Yeah. So I'll send someone to my capital then. Why not 50%? Convert 50% of that province. Yeah, and Portugal has it a little bit, so I was having autonomy problems a little bit in Portugal proper, so that's something that I should work on. It might take until the yearly tick in order to take the missionaries out. But there's 0.5% Catholic here and 0.4 here, so that's just something I'll check on next yearly tick. 0.4% there, 0.1% here. 0.5 and 0.4. So half a percentage point basically in both of those provinces. And that's actually a good chunk of autonomy it's adding, 0.25. That's more than all of the bureaucratic reforms combined. Hey, we have a province now. And I have to fully core it. Oh, yeah. That costs 11, so let's send a colonist down there, and then another one down there. I'll get 2 more colonies going. I hate this right here. Hope that goes away. Someone mentioned they did something with delegating tax. You're supposed to move one of these to something, and then it's supposed to help with that? Okay, yeah, I mean, that got rid of it. Might have just happened naturally. Got another province completed. Where's the one that just completed? Ah, down here. Wait for the monthly tick, see what's in this province. Yeah, it's probably better to fully core them before they update. 1,800 farmlands, 112 mines, forestries, 764. Very rich provinces in terms of raw materials. Sea salt. Population 13,000 peasants, so the population of the peasantry actually grew by 30% here, so that's... While the colony was being built, peasantry increased from 10,000 to 13,500, so 35% increase in peasantry. It doesn't say that anybody's moving. There's a little bit of labor surplus. I'll throw 10 ducats into the farmlands. Now I'm making money because the grain disappeared, so I'm making 387. Probably keep it that way because I want to do a little bit of investment in these provinces as they become active. This province says that the elite investment is a ducat and the maintenance spending is 27 ducats, so it's entirely possible that these buildings, all the buildings that I build, will decay unless I put massive investment into them. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because I cannot afford to pay for these buildings. My plan is eventually to take farmland from the nobles, which should give me a couple extra ducats a month, but it's not a whole lot of money. And I'm kind of waiting over time. Maybe they'll do investment themselves or get more property. Also, interestingly, up until now, this wasn't taking any dip from property maintenance. Well, maybe it just wasn't saying that it was taking it. Because I put my taxes to 20 and it was just doing like 6 or 7 diplomatic power taxes, so but it wasn't showing up with property maintenance. Any expenses on that. But it does now, so. Alright, let's do any stuff I can do. I donate to the church for a little bit. The clergy are definitely a target where I could take stuff from them. The only problem is they don't really have all that much. They have a little bit... Normally the clergy have a lot of academic property, but they only have 14.8%. And then a tiny amount of farmland, mines, forestries, and fisheries, so it's probably not worthwhile to take from them. Really because it costs stability to take stuff from them. And I want to keep my stability. Doing this, I lose 1 stability. Gain 20 gentry loyalty. They're at 56. Suppose what I could do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna align the cabinet with the aristocrats. Ability's not gonna be good, but I'll do that, and then I'm gonna revoke this. Empowered autonomy. That'll get rid of some It'll drop that from 20% autonomy from gentry power down to 10% autonomy from gentry power. For 40 gentry loyalty. And then it gives a little bit of welfare as well. Which should help out a little bit with my manpower, because this volunteers is 0.1 times welfare times 5% times state reach, so increasing welfare will increase just a little bit of a manpower, since it's 0.1 times welfare. If I can get that to the next one... Actually, doesn't look like the next one does anything with welfare anyway. That's just 50% times state reach. Okay. It's a permanent +2 welfare, right? I think that's just a one-off welfare, actually. Well, anyway. I'm gonna drop that down. Oh, and then to deal with the stability, I will provide temporary tax relief. And this should increase a lot. Plus 1.543. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Still 0.5% here, and my missionaries are still here as well. Maybe that's not gonna do anything. If that doesn't do anything, then that is pretty bad, because it's a harsh modifier right there. Especially for a country that is heavily forested. Alright, some more investment, about a ducat-ish into that province. That's a new province. Less than a ducat invested. Oh, there's a ducat in a forestry maintenance, so a couple ducats invested there. Ara. Had 21 ducats invested in its fisheries. A lot of fishery investment in this province. Got 2 ducats of industrial investment. Santorum. Making about 15 ducats. A little bit of academic investment. A little bit of forestry investment. Rio has some investment. Less than a ducat. Farther away from your capital, it's not really going to invest all that much. What is this province? Why does this province have 2 capital letters right next to each other? There we go. Just a small agricultural investment there. Our capital had a tiny little bit of extraction investment. Some fishery investment. So a low level investment, automatic investment going on. There's a plague. Alright, we got this province. 13,000 peasants, so that means I'll continue down the Amazon, send a guy down there. Some nomads in that province, and 26,000 nomads there. When is this province going to be done? Pretty soon. It's this province that I need. It should be done, and then this province. This province has 203,000 peasants in it. Alright, going back to this province, actually. 2,200 forestries, 862 farmlands. Put 10 ducats in the farmlands there. This province completed as well. 1,600 farmlands, 1,925 forestries. Should be a food production powerhouse at the end of the campaign. Put 10 ducats there. That one's almost done. Making about 5 ducats a month, so it's not bad. Without subsidies. Got this province completed as well. 388 farmlands, 257 forestry, so not as great as the other provinces. Let's core all these provinces. For the tick here. A 10 ducat investment. This province completed as well. 1,166 farmlands, 2,200 forestries. 83 ducats from industrial property, which is going to drop. But 73,000 peasants. So it's growing by 423, and about 1,000 people are migrating out. I imagine then that there's a pretty decent labor surplus there, so I'll put 20 ducats in the farmlands. Then I will send a colonist there. That unlocks everything next to it. So there's this province with 67,000 peasants, 28,000 nomads. This province has 134,000 peasants with 45,000 nomads, and then this province has 105,000 peasants, 38,000 nomads, assorted other people. So between these three provinces, that's 200,000 peasants, 300,000 peasants in those three provinces, which is, if we have 1.6 million peasants around there, that's in those three provinces, it's a good addition. More than, if that's like a 20% increase in our peasant populations. And there's 203,000 in this province, so they should migrate out of this province somewhat. So this province alone adds 12% peasants to our country. And then that province has 136,000. Once I get over here, I think this province borders, it either borders the provinces over here, or it borders a province that borders them. So once I get a couple provinces over here, then that'll be close to these guys. It'll be close to the Pacific coast over there. Hopefully by that point I'll have more than 4 force limit, which I should. Looks like, oh yeah, there's still like 5 or 6 provinces in the 900s in terms of population, so plenty more provinces to go. We're getting prestige from this. This is our only way to get prestige. Alright, manpower actually increased by about 600, so just going up. Okay, yeah, I have a merchant here in the Amazon. I don't know why the thing is all the way over here. I think it would be like up here. Somewhere over here. It's not even really over the node. It's over the Andes node. But my merchants, I moved them to... I have one in the Caribbean, one in the Amazon. Could have one down here. And then I think I have one in Iberia and one in the Channel. Yeah, Guyana flows into Iberia. Thinking I can either go to Iberia or Senegambia. Senegambia is absolutely dominated by Portugal, who hates me, whereas Iberia, I can do some trading with Spain, who doesn't completely hate me. That province is almost done. I'll put money into the mines there. All these guys are going to be aristocrats, so I'll go ahead and just grab this guy. Gives a little bit of discipline. What's the actual colonies doing? Antigua's about 63% of the way there, and Santa Fe. Okay, Santa Fe is almost done. When I sent my colonist over here... Ah, damn it. Okay, so this province here actually has 200,000 nomads in it. So I really should have grabbed that instead of Antigua, because Antigua only had... Oh no, I can't actually... Alright, I can't... It's that thing where sometimes I won't be able to switch menus in some provinces. It's significantly less people in that. Burger tax relief, show of devotion. Oh, you know what might have happened? Never mind. Okay, I was gonna say the tax thing. The what's that called? Anti-competitive practices. I was thinking that went away because my trade income dropped a little bit. That's still going. Go ahead and do those two. Yeah, the gentry dropped down to 37% loyalty, and they're adding corruption. My autonomy dropped down to 1.393. I thought it was 1.4 something, but it might have been 1.394, so it dropped 0.001 then. Isn't that much. There's still the same amount of... Yeah, that definitely didn't do anything. Alright, 10 ducats into this province. And ducats into that province. There we go. Now it did stuff. Alright, Alright, promote and support commerce and promote anti-competitive practices again. Santa Fe completed. We'll core that. Put 10 ducats into there. That means my colonial range should have increased. Doesn't seem to have increased all that much going south. Can actually just Siberian frontiers this province now. Let's go ahead and do that. This is a province with a natural location, so I'll Siberian frontiers that. That means I could also Siberian frontiers these two provinces. I'll go ahead and do that. Because then when this completes, then I could Siberian frontiers all of this stuff and just snake my way up in here. And I assume there's a river system here. I'll check that really quickly. Go down to other map modes, river section, change map mode scope. All my owned provinces. And yeah, if it's colored but not dark red, then that means there's a river system there. So all of these provinces here have a river system. Which makes sense because there's a giant river coming through here. Which means I can pretty much just follow this river system up here, and then that should not be a huge deal with autonomy if I build a harbor here. Meanwhile, there's no river systems over here, so I'm going to try to not penetrate as deeply into interior, even though I could go to like these two provinces. I think I'll just hold off. And you know what, I'll just go to that province. That's it, though. Alright, 10 ducats into this province. Everybody gets 10 ducats. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 4 colonies about to finish right now. That one finished. $10 ducats there. Make 275. Not bad. Okay, yeah, this province has natural growth of 839, migration of 3,000 people. So they'll just migrate out to other provinces. I don't think I sent... Did I send that colonist down here? The colonial frontiers, that one and this one. So I could send a colonist here. Grab the province with the natural location. My colonial range is not enough to go to Africa. By a long shot, so... Probably won't do that. And this province, this one hasn't finished yet, so... In terms of up here... Province has 40,000 nomads, this province has 16,000, and this province has 91,000, okay. I think I'll send a colonist here. 91,000 nomads. A lot of them will die, but a lot of them will also migrate out of that province. Yeah, I'm just gonna send them right there, because, like I said, a lot of them will die, but a lot of them will migrate out to the countryside, and that'll also help with the, it'll help with my trade share up here. My inflation is increasing by 0.01 per year because I'm promoting investments for increased trade. But I think it's worthwhile for now. Go ahead and put 10 ducats investment into mines in this province since they have that little bit of gold there. Apparently 11 ducats, alright. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything special about any of these provinces in terms of producing better goods. No, like, luxury. There's no, delicacy goods that they're producing. We have one province producing cocoa, which I think is this one. Yeah, one delicacy type cocoa in our entire country. I feel like sugar. All these provinces should be producing sugar. I'm not sure if sugar's actually in the game. There's also not a whole lot of metals either, or like, not a whole lot of gold or metals. There's a couple provinces over here that produce metals, but that might just be because these provinces, hopefully it's because these provinces over here don't really produce a lot, but yeah, they should be producing sugar, I think. Because sugar was a huge moneymaker for these provinces. First it was Brazil wood, and then it was switched to sugar. And then gold was found over here in the 1700s, I believe, so there was a massive gold rush to the Amazon. But it was sugar that they made money on. But we don't get any of that. We just discovered a lot of the world. You guys are drilling. Did my force limit go up? My force limit actually went to 5. Might as well drill an additional units. What do I have? 3,000 soldiers, 1,000 cannon. Alright, 5 troops. I don't think that's enough for an alliance. Flanders would almost ally us. Our trust is -16 though. England has a neutral attitude. Actually, you know what? Would they royally marry me? I don't think they can, actually. Yeah, our government form does not allow royal marriages. They wouldn't do it anyway because of distance between borders. I don't think there's anything to make those guys anything other than neutral attitude. I'm friendly, I want to be friendly with you. And Spain, I want to be friendly with you too, even though you don't colonize. And France, I want to be friendly with you too. Alright, this province was finished. Imagine my autonomy is going to increase a lot. Hopefully I can get those harbors built though. Okay, looks like a harbor was built here. Those are still going. There is a harbor over here as well, and apparently the province built irrigation, because I did not do that. And I'm building a... I think the province is building a Rank 2 harbor. 62 ducats from farmlands in this province, actually. Peasants own 41% of that. The nomads own 10%, which I didn't think nomads could actually own property. Interesting. Nobles own 20%, burghers 5.5%, clergy 14%, the state own percent. I'll put 10 ducats into farmlands. Another colony, Simbres. However you pronounce that. Okay, that's completed. Land tax, property tax, substances tax, timber excise, rent dues, tributes, property maintenance, volunteers. Widespread tax relief has expired. We're making about a ducat 17 with widespread tax relief. And I'm now over my force limit. That didn't last very long. Got a taste. A little bit of a taste of high force limit. We make 3 ducats with taxes, without collecting taxes. Which, yeah, it's still charging me admin, even though we're not collecting taxes. There's something definitely weird about that. Might just because we're playing a colonial nation and these really aren't meant to be played. Corruption is 53%. Widespread tax relief, bureaucratic expansion. Stability is increasing a little bit. Fortunately, I want to expand the bureaucracy, so that's going to take more stability away. Probably going to go down to -2 stability, which hurts centralization speed. But I have to increase state reach. Bureaucratic influence is 10.02. That's without any bureaucratic advisors, so I think I might start getting some bureaucrat advisors. This guy actually reduces monthly autonomy change. It's gonna cost 25% stability. I don't think that actually works though. Could have lost a stability point there, so I don't think that's really implemented. That's what it's supposed to do, at least. And then I'll bump him up to level 2. Guy gives a little bit of trade power abroad and commerce production inefficiency, so might keep him for now. This guy's a level 3. Yeah, so I'll keep him because he's a level 3. Alright, any more colonies? Looks like just 900, so that's going to take a little bit of time. Our national unrest is plus 3.56, so I actually have a little bit of rebels, 4,000 reactionary warlords, 2,000 angry mob. Stop drilling those guys. I also have a transport ship. It's gonna try to attack Flanders. Not sure if I'm gonna do that though. They have 5,000 men, but I was thinking I could defeat their navy. They have 3 light ships and 2 transports, so I could attack them. And I could potentially grab this colony right here. Then have those nomads come to my country. I actually think about that in between parts, because that is a play. I mean, I have 1 transport ship. I either want to do that or get rid of that transport ship. It is costing me 0.18 for being over force limit, plus I think like 0.08 ducats for the cost of that alone. So that's about a quarter of a ducat right there being spent on that transport ship. But I'm going to end this part here and figure that out in between parts. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.